Today is a weather alert day. Good afternoon and Merry Christmas. I'm Leanne Denyer. Thanks so much for joining us. Storm conditions continue into today following yesterday's powerful weather. Here's a live look outside Sacramento, where we saw downpours early this morning. Well, this is what it looked like in Fair Oaks earlier today. There's that thunder as a mix of thunder and heavy downpours of rain hit the area. You can even see some flooding in the streets when we zoom in. Rain is expected to pick up and continue throughout the day. We are also watching the snow, rain, wind. There's just a lot going on. Meteorologist Dirk Verdorn here tracking today's weather. From that picture we just took, though, Dirk, it looks nice right now, but things are changing.
We're in a very changeable state right now, where you have some sunshine that breaks out. You're looking, oh, this is going to be so nice, and then all of a sudden the dark clouds come rolling in. Then you start hearing the thunder and the lightning, and then you get the hail. And we've had all of that so far this early morning and into the now early afternoon. You can see the showers as they're working their way from the southwest off to the northeast, and it is, of course, transitioning into some snow. But let's focus more on the thunderstorm activity that we have popping up. We're seeing a few showers near Modesto. We're seeing a few showers near Stockton. We've had some heavy little downpours making their way out towards the Linden area. Oakdale also has had some of that heavier rain. Again, no lightning strikes in Solano County, but we've had a few scattered showers near Vallejo and just to the west of Fairfield on towards Vacaville. And then to the north is where we're seeing most of the activity right now. As you push into the foothills, you can see this just to the south of Cameron Park in Placerville. We have some heavy rain right now in Placerville with some lightning strikes on the south end of this particular cell that is moving off to the north, so it looks like we'll be seeing that also into the Coloma area. We'll get some of those heavier showers. Lake of the Pines, Grass Valley getting some of these showers, some lightning strikes north of Live Oak, and working its way on towards the areas near Orville. So rain has turned into some hail in some spots, and this was actually video taken around Elk Grove, and you can see the heavier hail coming down for a brief moment. It didn't last much more than 10 to 15 seconds, but it just came in, and oh, it just dropped a lot of hail. We had reports of up to 1/4 of an inch of hail in some areas, and then it tapered off quickly as that particular thunderstorm moved on through. So that's what we're dealing with this afternoon. We'll be tracking this, of course, on into the evening. We'll have more details about the snow coming up. Now back over to you.
Well, and the rain, not the only issue. Strong winds in Sutter County, it toppled power lines and trees. Crews were sent to go clear out all that fallen debris. You can see it there. This is near Nicholas. No word yet on when that road will reopen. SMUD reporting outages too. Here's a look at the areas impacted as of this morning. A total of 16 active power outages impacting just around 300 customers right now. Well, officials say today is not the time to travel into the Sierra. Caltrans urging drivers just to take a beat, hold on, stay away, and if you don't have chains, do expect you'll be turned around. Let's take a live look outside. I-80 at Kingvale. We have really watched this snow pile up over the last couple of days. Chain controls are in place eastbound from Cisco Grove to Truckee, and then westbound from Truckee to 2.5 miles east of the junction of State Route 20. Parts of Highway 50 also requiring chains as well. Crews say that those controls are in place just because of how snow covered the roads have gotten over the last hours and days, reduced visibility, and just overall dangerous driving conditions. KCRA3's Denson Cortez has a closer look for us now.
We're reporting here from Nyack, where we've been driving along Interstate 80 for a good duration now, and this snowfall coming down pretty steadily. I'm going to take a step back to show you what we're seeing here. A lot of snow falling, and it's been getting a lot of accumulation. We've seen Placer County and Caltrans crews plowing that snow to create safer road conditions. Chain controls are in effect if you're going to be heading up to the Sierra in both directions. These are restriction 2 chains, so if you have 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, you should be okay, but bring those chains just in case. But that snowfall coming down pretty steadily. We spoke with drivers on how they are feeling once coming up to the Sierra. Driving wise too,
yes.
You guys encountering slippery?
No.
Kind of speak on that.
It's not really, just a little bit, but it's nice, you know. It's good you have a car like that.
And if you're going to be traveling up to the Sierra, just make sure to be driving at a safe speed. When chain controls are in effect, that speed limit goes down to 30 miles per hour. And those are for safety reasons, guys. Those aren't reasons just to be a Grinch on Christmas. To make sure you're driving at a safe speed to avoid any accidents. In Nyack, Denson Cortez, KCRA 3 News.
And if you are traveling, do remember that when chain control is in effect, the speed limit is 25 miles an hour on Highway 50 and 30 miles per hour on Interstate 80. Let's go back on over to meteorologist Dirk Verdorn, who's also taking a look at the snow level.
Yeah, we're taking a look at snow levels. We have snow levels that are dropping down below 5,000 feet at times today. We're going to continue to see cooler air moving in overnight tonight, so we are expecting snow levels to eventually drop down to around 4,000 feet or even a little bit lower in some spots by tomorrow morning. That's when some of the coldest air moves in. Right now, snow, it's still popping up. You can see this along Highway 108 in Tuolumne County, also in through Calaveras County near Bear Valley along Highway 4. The snow accumulations are fairly light right now, but we've had periods where that snow has really come down at a pretty good rate. And so we have seen some decent accumulations, especially as you get up over 7,000 feet, where we're talking, again, a foot or more of snow already, and there's more to come. Highway 50 near Echo Summit, currently getting some snow. South Lake Tahoe also getting some snow, and we have a nice coating of snow around Lake Tahoe and through Desolation Wilderness. Moving a little farther north along I-80 over Donner Summit, it's currently snowing, and we have snow again on the ground through Truckee and all the way down past Blue Canyon. Again, that's about around 5,000 feet or so, and so we are expecting that snow level to stay about that range during the afternoon, but then tapering off as we get into this evening. So conditions are going to stay active. Let's take a look at the 12-hour forecast, and this is for Truckee, where we're looking at the winds that have tapered off a little bit. We'll pick up some, especially as we have another wave that's going to be coming through. So the winds picking up, temperatures, of course, dropping off below freezing as we go through tonight and into tomorrow morning. We'll see some decent accumulations of snowfall through tomorrow. It looks like we'll have off and on again showers that will continue, and we'll have more on all that coming up. Now back over to you.
All right, thanks, Derek. In Calaveras County, an evacuation warning is no longer in effect. While the overall flooding risk from this storm has been pretty low, there was some concern for a time. So the Valley Springs area is along Cosgrove Creek, and neighbors pitched in on New Year's Eve to help out one of their newer community members as he prepped for the storm.
They all came over and volunteered and helped me. You know, that was really nice of them.
It's what we do. I mean, you know, I make a few phone calls, and the neighbors show up from a couple blocks away, friends show up from around the corner.
It's amazing watching everyone step up to help each other. Some residents tell us that they have tried to find ways to reduce flood risk from this creek for decades. And we are keeping a close eye again on the outages. This is the PG&E outage map. Green circles show outages impacting up to 50 customers. The yellow diamonds represent outages impacting 50 to 100 people. And then the orange squares indicate larger outages. So that's 500 to 5,000 customers. PG&E says that last night's severe weather did cause some of those outages, and they have an all-hands-on-deck response today with emergency centers activated. More than 8,000 PG&E workers and contract workers all on storm duty. They will continue to work around the clock as they work to get the power restored to those customers. And you can stay on top of this storm and any more that we see head our way by downloading the KCRA3 app. You can watch our latest newscast and get real-time weather updates from our meteorologists.